I mean, from a crypto perspective, the biggest thing I see is people being able to monetize their information more. Um, because crypto is just a side effect of a blockchain, right?
Yep.
It's the power, it's the power behind the blockchain. It's the reason why people are willing to run a miner or to do proof of stake or any of those things, is because there's cryptocurrency. But the blockchain itself, that immutable distributed ledger, gives us all sorts of possibilities. Again, with data provenance, it's perfect. It's being able to unwind an entire history out of a distributed ledger. So if we need to know, what transformations something has gone through, well, if we wrote them down in that distributed ledger via transactions, we can rewind those at any time. They're always there. They're in a chronological order, in a list that we can use, from anywhere that has a node, right? So it's it gives us all sorts of ways to preserve relationships, to preserve identities that there, quite frankly, really isn't a good other way to do. And it's why we turned to blockchain ourselves. We racked our brains for quite a long time as we were developing this system, that how are we going to prove when this was created, where it was created, who created it, what state was it in when it was created? How are we going to prove that in perpetuity? And blockchain was the answer to that. It's
Well, at the
and
heart of that,
so
did that reason that you wanted to go that route, and the reason you had that question was because you wanted to build an open global platform? Because obviously you can host your own data if you want to, but then it's just another corporate LLM model, or what was the reason behind that?
Well, sure. I mean, can I do any of those things on my own in a database? Sure, I can do that on my own in my database. Can't share that with anybody, right? I can't. I mean, can I let outsiders into my database? Sure, but then how do I know? Now I've opened myself up to hackers, right? Because I can't prove their identity. I can do all kinds of gyrations of, authentication, two-factor authentication, biometric authentication. It doesn't matter. Any of those things can be spoofed. What can't be spoofed? Well, math. Man, it's hard to spoof math,
Yep.
right? It's hard to spoof, you know, really highly a high bit order elliptical cryptography is hard to spoof, right? Do we have to worry about it when quantum computers come around? Sure. But that's for another decade. We have time to think about that.